baseball going on. Welcome to Sports Center. I'm Brian Kenny here with Jay Harris. But first, he left the field at Alabama, if you recall, running with his hand covering his mouth, making it a point of his silence in regard to his father seeking payment for his services. Today, he's ready to talk.
Again, all eyes on Cam Newton, the young man many believe is the best college football player in the nation. Newton led Auburn to a 13-0 record and into the BCS championship game. He's favored to win the Heisman Trophy to be handed out Saturday night on ESPN. It's been a tumultuous year for Newton with the pay-for-play allegations. Let's review. The controversy began on November 4th when a former Mississippi State player alleged that Cam's father, Cecil, approached him about money for his son's commitment to the school. 5 days later, sources claim Newton and his father admitted to monetary motivations in prior phone conversations, and the FBI stepped in to investigate a week later by interviewing John Bond, a man who earlier told ESPN.com that Rogers contacted him about a pay-for-play deal for Newton's commitment. The NCAA ruling Newton eligible last week, and today, Newton talked about his year without Chris Fowler.
This is your opportunity because there have been reports. When you decided to go to Auburn, what sort of conversations did you have with anybody in Mississippi State about your decision?
I had no dealings with nobody at Mississippi State during the time that I came to Auburn. But Mississippi State, it was between Mississippi State and Auburn. And if you've been following this, it's no secret. But I felt that as a whole, Auburn possessed, what's best for Cam Newton. And that's why I decided to come here on my decision.
But you had strong feelings and relationships with people at Mississippi State from the past. But you did not have conversations with them about your decision to go to Auburn and an explanation.
Well, the day I did sign with Auburn, it's probably the one of the hardest decisions I had to make in my life with telling, Coach Mullen that I was coming to Auburn. And, I felt as if me and Coach Mullen's relationship, would be more than what football could bring me. And, I had so much respect for Coach Mullen. I just didn't want to send him a text message. I wanted to give him a call. And for me, during that call, I wanted to tell him how I really felt about him. And I told him, but I also told him that I was going to take my talents to, Auburn.
So the reports are untrue that you had conversations with them about Auburn payments, anything like that?
No, I'm not here to talk about any reports. I called Coach Mullen. I told him, what I had on my heart at the time. We had an excellent conversation. They wished me the best, and I wished them the best. And that the conversation was rather emotional, and also, it's hard for me to do it, and I know it's probably hard for them to receive it. But I feel I wouldn't have been able to go to sleep at night without me saying that. I called Coach Mullen, man to man. Not hiding behind anything, and being able to say, I called him because of the respect that I have, for him.
Any chance anything in that conversation could have been misunderstood or taken in a different context?
If anything in my hands, and through my eyes, I feel like nothing was misunderstood. I have affirmed, I'm clear with everything that I've said during that conversation.
What have you said to the NCAA about this? Have you met with them and talked to them about it?
I met with the NCAA, and it was something that, during that time, only thing that I could do, and the only thing that I did was tell the truth. I feel like they have top-notch investigators, and the truth will come out. And so, the guidance that I got was to tell the truth. And that's what I told the truth during the whole time that they was investigating me. They was asking me questions, and anything that they felt that they needed to ask me or get from me, I was very supportive of that.
You've talked about the prominent role your dad has played in your decisions about what schools you've gone to along the way. Not every player has that kind of trust. Why? Why you?
I'm not sure, but that is my father. At the end of the day, whatever's been done, whatever's been said, that is my father. And I love him unconditionally.
You talked about the trust you've placed in your father, the faith in him. How has he handled that trust, in your view?
He's handled it very well. Me and my father's relationship is very private. And, you know, I'm not going to sit up here and say, you know, what we do, but, you know, my love for him is unconditional. And, you know, this situation can split a family, can split a team, can split any person's, you know, situations with anything, or it can bring a person together. I feel that, you know, whatever me and my father have, it's me and my father. And, you know, I respect him as a man, and I even respect him more for being my father. You know, that's one of the guys that has, you know, my best interest. And, you know, I'm not sitting up here saying that, you know, we all are perfect. You know, everybody's made a mistake. I'm not sitting up here and saying that what he did was right or what he did was wrong. And who am I up here to say that, you know, what he did is true or not? But, you know, I know that if I can call Cecil Newton right now, he'll pick up the phone and we'll have, you know, a genuine conversation. And we'll laugh and giggle about, you know, just like what father and son does.
I'm not sure he was there. The cameras didn't see him, but Saturday night, a huge moment. When you heard about the accusations against your dad regarding Mississippi State marketing you, what was your reaction?
You know, that's another private, you know, situation right now. You know, like I said, you know, I love my father. And, you know, this situation has just, you know, made us stronger. You know, father-son relationship and also this family.
So your feelings are private, but you've had conversations with him?
Honestly, we haven't. And that's not something that, you know, I'm trying to get clarity of because I really don't care. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I can look him in his eye, he can look me in my eye, and I can know that he has my best interest.
When all this is said and done and put to bed, how confident are you that all you've achieved this season and all Auburn has achieved will stand?
Oh, I'm very confident. You know, I'm a person that has did nothing wrong. And, you know, whoever wants to ask me that question, I'm going to tell them that I've stayed firm and told the truth.
You seem to play football with such joy. What effect on that has this troubling last couple of months had, outside of the few hours of pure joy in the field that you seem to be having?
For me, the joy comes from a lot of things. You know, I feel like, you know, when I'm on that field, that's when I'm at peace. And also, you know, I'll be a selfish person to be able to take, you know, whatever's going on in my life and take it on that field.
How have you maintained such a level of performance amidst all this stuff? How have you, if you had to, flip a switch and play on Saturdays after what's going on through Sunday through Friday some weeks?
This goes back to, you know, that supporting cast. You know, being able to have somebody I could talk to, being able to vent with a person, family member, coaching, or, you know, a teammate. You know, that's been very key to my peace as a whole, because without that, man, it's a wonder where I'd be right now.
What role should allegations have in determining who wins postseason awards?
You know, I'm not sure. I'm not the person that's going to answer those questions. But if I did have something to say, if the allegations are true, they play a big impact on whether a person should be, you know, up for any award. And if they're false, you know, that's your decision.
And this just into SportsCenter, Cecil Newton will not attend the Heisman Trophy ceremonies this weekend in New York, where his son Cam is expected to win college football's highest award. Newton issuing a statement through his attorney saying he does not want to be a distraction. Again, the NCAA has concluded that Cecil Newton sought money for his son to play at Mississippi State, but have found no such arrangement involving Auburn. A little bit later on SportsCenter, he's the favorite to win the Heisman, but will Cam Newton win another award first? The exclusive announcement of this year's Walter Camp winner, that is straight ahead.